What's up, guys? What's up, guys? What's up, guys? What's up, guys? What's up, ladies? What's up, everybody? How you doing? You're rocking out with the one and only Philly Dom on this late night out here, maxing and relaxing. And I figured I'd do a live. I figured we can talk about the migrant crisis situation, shed more light on the situation on this late night, because so much is going on. They're having a food shortage in New York City. Can you believe that? It's a food shortage in New York City. The food banks or the pantry, whatever you want to call it, they're not just serving, the community. Now they are serving the community, but they also have extra people in their community. You have the migrants in their community, and it's really taking a toll on all the food resources they have out there in New York City. New York City can't win or lose with this. Every inch, every corner, every place is a problem. They're losing money left, right, and center. And now it's affecting the food. So they're having like a food shortage. Um, Now, they also have the cuts with the mayor making all the different city cuts. So now it's affecting the food that, they're supposed to help the homeless people, the people in shelters, and whatever other areas that they help people that are in need for food. So it's a very rough situation. They even made cuts with the migrants over 2 million, 2 billion, 2 billion, not million, $2 billion in cuts. If you're watching, I see we have people watching. Comment, man. Give the video a like, share the video, support your boy, the one and only I said Dominique is my real name, the one and only Philly Dom. But you call me Dominique because it's Philly Dom. People always ask me like, Philly Dom, yeah, Dominique. But yes, all is well, all is good, man. Just figured I'd talk with you guys. I'm gonna wait for some more people to come on the live. If anybody has any questions or anything, but it's a rough situation in New York right now. Very rough situation in New York. I'm gonna keep, spotlighting it, let you guys know what's going on. Also, the situation that they closed down one of the borders, Lukeville border in Arizona. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Also, the mayor, oh man, he's having situation. The mayor, oh man, he got situation after situation. I don't even know what to start with the mayor, man. We'll talk about him later. It's wow, he just has so much situations going on. Screen said, "Good morning, brother. All is well, man. All is good, man." They have a food crisis now, man, in New York City. And I say it, but not like in a laughing matter or anything like that. But it's a sad situation in New York. This migrant situation has caused all sorts of havoc in New York City. All sorts of havoc. Versace said, "Peace to you and the great work, Philly Dom. No problem, no problem, no problem." And I also noticed that too, man. When you're talking about the food shortage in New York City, I also noticed when I was walking around, I was doing videos in Queens one day, in the Queensbridge area or Long Island, was it Long Island, Queens area? I noticed that I walked by a pantry or a food bank. If people don't know what a pantry is, I walked by a food bank or pantry, and I noticed there was just so many people in the line. And I stopped and I asked the lady that was in charge by accident. I noticed that one lady was giving out orders. So I was like, okay, she's the one in charge. She's a manager or whatever. I talked to her and I was like, so do you guys just help the local community or you help the migrants too? She said, well, we help anybody that's in the community. So she said, if you're a migrant, if you're, a local New Yorker, if you're homeless, anybody that's in that community that needs help as far as food, we help them. Because I just asked her that because I was just messing with her a little bit because I noticed that half of the people in line were migrants. So I'm like, wow, they helping the migrants. Excuse me, as well. So I noticed that, and then I noticed other places that I was going in Queens as well, that the migrants were going everywhere to all the different food banks and stuff like that, getting food as well. Because they are a part of the community if they live in here. They're definitely a part of that community. Lois said, nothing closed at Lukeville. I have been watching the border for the last 5 hours. There are at least 1,000 men out there right now. Border open. Okay. So the border is back open? Loyal. So you're saying the border is open? I got to check into that. So you're in Arizona right now. You're in Arizona right now, and you're telling me that the Lukeville border is open. I have some friends in Arizona as well. I'll make a phone call real quick. Let me see if I can make a phone call and ask them if they can give me some information about that. Got a question for you. I know you're down there in Arizona. Somebody came on the live and they saying loyal. He's saying that the Lukeville, the port of entry, port of entry, is it still closed or is it open? From what you know, because you're down there in Arizona. What are you hearing? Can you check for me real quick? I greatly appreciate that, man. And you're welcome to come on the live if you want. I'll call you up. Just let me know. Just say call me and I'll call you up. But you out there in Arizona, so you would know. Oh, loyal, yeah, send them live streaming. So no, okay. So from watching the live stream, at least 1,000 men out there right now. Border open. Yeah, send me the link. Send me the link. Send me the link. I'm gonna check it out while I'm on the live. I'll check it out because I want to make sure I give you guys, accurate and right information. And, and loyal, thank you. But I just want to check it out, make sure I'm giving you guys the right information. Once again, make sure you get a video like. The struggle is real in New York, man. Now they're having a food shortage, man. If you just came on the live, it's food shortage. If you want to watch it in depth, it's a YouTuber named Cash Jordan. He did a nice little nice piece of he did like maybe like a 10-15 minute video on it, and he detailed what's going on, man. It's a sad situation with the migrant situation. It's affecting a lot and everything in New York. It's a really sad situation going on in New York right now. And you and me, the taxpayer, we will have to pay this. Sky Girl said greetings from Tucson. Regional Sky Girl, how you doing? How you doing? I like to take the time out right now too as well. If you like what I'm doing and you're watching my videos and you appreciate what I'm doing, please subscribe to the channel. Could you guys please subscribe to the channel because I have like an 80 or 90% increase in people watching my channel. But a lot of the people are not subscribing. So please take the time, hit the notification button, and subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. You're loyal, man. Give me that link. I would be grateful, really happy and grateful. What is it? Grateful? Grateful. And appreciate you for giving me that link. Sky Girl said, I think the Border Patrol officers were removed from that crossing. Doesn't mean that people can't go through it. Oh, okay, okay. Uh, Charlene said hello, everybody. Just said hi, folks. Just, what's going on with you, Just? I'm watching Cass every day. Yeah, Cass be giving some good information. He's the one actually is. Um, from watching that video, I was like, well, let me talk about the issue because I'm out there on the streets and I know what's going on. Like, and I actually been to the pantries or they call it the food bank places, and I actually talked to them direct. And I've seen three or four of them. Not in Manhattan, but when I've been doing videos in Queens, you know, I stumbled across a couple of the pantries. So, um, since the mayor is doing the cuts, man, that means there's going to be less food that they have to share among everybody, man. And they say 1.8 million people in New York struggle to get good meals, and out of that, 1.8, I think like 600,000 of them are children. So this is just and we talking about people that are in that are struggling and really need the help, or they don't make that much money. They might be surviving off of 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 a year in New York City, which is nothing because they said if you ain't making at least 150, it's going to be rough for you. So, and these people are probably living in the projects or public housing. So it's a rough situation going on. Loyal man, send me the link, man. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, I see it right now. I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it on while we hold on while we live. I'm gonna check it real quick. But thank you for that information. But yeah, the struggle is real, man. The struggle is real in NYC, man. And then they cut the police department. We're not taking no more classes. Which I mean, they had like five classes coming in of cadets, and they cut that. So it's a 5% cut right now. And then it's going to be two more next year. It's a lot going on in New York. The fire department, the school system. It's a lot going on, and there's a lot going on in New York City. Let's see. Let's subscribe to his channel. I'm here, man. I'm just trying to check the border situation. I don't see a live camera, man. Uh, I'm looking. I'm looking. I'm looking. I do not see. Wow, this guy's right at the border, man. But yeah, I don't see a video right now. I don't see a live video right now. I was looking for a live video feed. I don't see one for that border, even though Lloyd said that. I don't see one, man. I don't see one for that border. I'm being honest with you guys. He told me it was one there, but I don't see one. Free said thank you, Philly. No problem. Lloyd, loyal. I went there. I don't see the live feed right now, man. So the information you get, I can't even confirm it. Let me check with my buddy real quick. I was hoping I could look there myself, but I didn't see the live feed. I'm right there. I didn't see the live feed. I'm just being 100% with you. Yeah, my buddy's there in Arizona right now, and they said it's closed. Yeah, loyal. They said it's closed. Okay. Oh, he said the people that are there are there. They can't turn them away, but the border is still that border is still closed. My buddy is just confirming it. He's in Arizona right now. He's in because he checked it. So loyal, yeah, it's about 1,000 or something. You want to come on the live real quick and talk since you in Arizona, and then I go back to talking about New York City after that. Maggie said Denver is the place to go for them. They're extending shelter stays indefinite for families. Denver is pretty smart, man, because the weather is cold outside, man. And when you have kids and stuff, man, the kids didn't ask to come to the U.S. They didn't ask to suffer like this. Their parents did it. I understand why their parents did it or their grandparents because they want them to have a better life. They don't want them to have the same life they had back in their country.
But yeah, no, it's closed indefinitely. It's closed, bro. It's like this state ain't fucking around.
Yeah.
Yeah. No problem, man. Just give me a call.
Okay. I'm gonna call my boy Amar. He's out in he's out in Arizona because we talking about New York City and everything, but since that border closing, that's a big deal. So because some of the migrants that cross through that border are definitely gonna come to New York City. I ain't gonna keep you.
Yo, can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. I ain't gonna keep you too long, man. I just want to ask you a quick question. Where you at right now? Where you at? What state are you in right now?
Oh man, I'm in Arizona right now,
So
man.
he's in Arizona right now, Lloyd. And I was asking you. We did voicemail, but I'm gonna ask you out loud so they can hear. Is the Lukeville border open or closed right now at the moment?
No, it's closed. It is closed at the moment. But the people that's here, they have no choice but to pretty much bring these people in
Okay, so they
due
got
to
to
the fact
process them.
that they have to, because there's women with children. Some of these women are pregnant.
Uh-huh.
You got people that's traveled like from 3 to 4 different countries to get over here.
Uh-huh.
So you can't, do that to somebody. People complaining about dehydration, malnourishment, stuff like that. You can't play with that. So the people that's here more than likely will stay here. The chances are either they will split these people up, have some in like Nogales, put certain people in Tucson, but Tucson is really going to be the major hub. It's really going to be between Tucson and Phoenix.
Okay.
That will have to take these people, but it's closed indefinitely right now.
Okay, and also, man, Omar, let them know what's the migrant situation out there. Where the migrants staying at? Tell them what kind of facilities they have the migrants staying at there that you witnessed from being out there in Arizona. What type of hotels are they staying at?
It's the same scenario as New York. They got them at the Hilton. They have them at the Marriotts. They have them in hotels for sure. So it's the same dynamic that's going on in New York. But see, the problem, what's going to end up happening, this situation is going to be a sticky situation, and the reason why I say that is because Arizona is a hybrid state. And what I mean by hybrid, you got people from California out here, and then you got people from Texas out here.
Okay.
So the mentalities are different. The mentalities are very, very different depending upon who you talk to. If like people from California feel like they should come in, people from Texas feel like they shouldn't. So more than likely what's going to end up happening is going to have to come down to a vote on if they keep that border closed or not, because the problem with that is a lot of imports of goods still come through the border, so you can't keep that border closed
forever. Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah. And that's what a lot of people don't understand, how these border towns work. A lot of products come in and out, and they need that to come into the country. So it's, right now the truck drivers or whoever's bringing the stuff in, they're going to other borders, which is probably a couple hours away, taking them out of their way to cross into the States to drop their shipment off or whatever goods they have for the United States.
Right.
So
they have to take a detour into Texas more than likely.
Yeah, detour into Texas, or they go into California, or they're gonna go, or they're gonna have to drive pretty far out. So it's a pretty interesting situation. Yeah, but I wanted to get your feedback because you're out there in Arizona. I'm out here in New York, so I wanted to let you guys understand what's really going on with this migrant crisis situation. And the funny thing is, your state your state, correct me if I'm wrong, and I can even talk about Phoenix separately. You're not a sanctuary, Phoenix, Arizona, or any place in Arizona sanctuary, a sanctuary city or not?
No,
Hmm.
no, it's not whatsoever. This is the wild, wild west. So a lot of people have an older, like the politics here. See, it's different. It's different. Arizona is a swing state, so certain times it be conservative, and then
Yeah.
certain times it can be liberal.
Okay.
Based upon the last presidential race that we had, this state turned blue.
Okay.
So
Oh, it was blue.
it just all depends.
I didn't know that. So the last election, Arizona was blue.
Arizona was blue, indefinitely.
Wow. Because usually you guys are red.
Well, you gotta remember the Arizona of yesterday ain't the Arizona of today. You got a lot of people here from Chicago. You got people here from Detroit, St. Louis, California is out here heavy. So it's not the same Arizona that it used to be when you had what's his name, John McCain and people like that in power.
Yeah.
It's not the same Arizona.
Oh, that's why you call it a swing state, a hybrid state, because people coming, they're from all over. It's different people coming there. Okay. And that sways the vote. Yeah. And they come in droves because obviously people know it's very expensive to live in California. So they get out of California, it makes sense. The job market is pretty good there in Arizona, as far as I know.
Wait, say that again?
Is the job market pretty good there in Arizona?
Oh yeah, man. The one thing about Arizona, when this recession really hit, the only thing that would really take a hit in AZ would be the housing situation, as far as like the real estate market. But as far as like jobs, man, the economy is still going to be booming because a lot of these big corporations, they come to Arizona due to the fact that we don't have national disasters as far as like flooding and tornadoes and hurricanes and stuff like that. At the most, you will get out here is a dust storm. Gotcha. So this place is popping. You got like tech jobs, like so many tech jobs out here. Energy drink companies coming out here. It's so much job opportunity here. So no, Arizona it is the place to be. I can't even lie. It is the place to be.
Okay. So once again, guys, the Lukeville border is closed, but they still have migrants coming in there that been there. They can't turn them away. They already walked to that border or wherever how they got to that border. So they have to do their intake and take them in. And then eventually they'll be coming to Denver, Colorado, or they'll be going to New York City, or they'll be going to Chicago or wherever they send them to.
Basically, my theory, it would be Arizona and Nevada, California, that would have to take the leg with the migrants.
Okay, so is California, because he's originally from LA, but he lives in Arizona, in the Phoenix area. Is California a sanctuary state or certain cities or sanctuary cities in California?
You know what? That I'm not sure of, but I will say this: California is liberal, so it wouldn't surprise me if they wasn't a sanctuary state. It's very, very liberal.
Okay, because because not to stereotype, a lot of Mexican come in there, or Mexican migrants or Mexicans come there. So I figured that like what New York is getting right now, what New York City is getting right now, this has always been the norm in San Diego and LA. This has always been the norm. This is getting swamped with migrants and people, not even people from Mexico, but coming from all parts of places in Central America, South America, Africa. It's a regular thing because they all come through that Tijuana border. This is business as usual for California. They always been in this type of situation.
Now, what I can say is this: the strategy with the migrants in New York was the strategy with the homelessness on Skid Row in LA. So there is homeless people in Los Angeles that have been living in the hotels and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I can't say that. So to be fair, I mean, I know it's only one place, but to be fair, LA have allowed a lot of the homeless people to live in hotels. Now, I don't know for how long. I don't know if it's only like a short period of time, but they did implement that last year.
Okay. Because in New York, they do let the homeless in New York City, they do let the homeless stay in hotel shelters that they have. But
Okay, so it's the same.
it's the same because New York City has over 100 million homeless people. But the situation is now, with the migrant, that's like doubling up their numbers, and that's what's causing so much problems, man, with the migrant situation in New York City. And I don't know if you heard, man, they have a shortage of food. There's a food shortage in New York City right now, which is crazy because now they not only they have these pantries, or they call them food banks. They not the only serving.
Right.
They're not only serving the local community, but now they have the international community that came there. The Venezuelans and whoever else has came there. The migrants that came there are also benefiting from any help and any aid that you can get in New York City, plus a lot more because they're getting. Man, they put out the red carpet treatment for them, man. They putting out the red carpet treatment for them. They don't even treat their vets and the homeless people in the States like how they treating the migrants, They're doing a lot. They're really doing a lot for them in New York City. They're doing a lot. And at the end of the day, a lot of these migrants are not even going to stay in New York because the cost of living is so expensive. I mean, they could all shack up together in a 2-bedroom apartment or get a house and they could all live in there. But it's just, if you ain't making a certain amount of money, man, New York City, like how LA is not the place for you. You know what I mean? And once again, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you give the video a like. But what do you think about that, man, with the food situation, man? I'm talking about. That's crazy, huh? The food shortage situation. That's insanity.
It is insanity. But you know what? People warned us, man, for years that it was going to come to this. They're saying bumblebees are coming extinct.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, bumblebees is something that we need to sterilize the food and things of that nature. So it's really not surprising. It's not surprising at all. It's just, I don't know, man. It's like the signs of the times, I guess.
Yeah, man. It's like one thing after another, man. I see some people with some comments, man. Let me see if I can get some of my comments. Let me see. I'm looking. Let me look through the comment section here. Once again, make sure you guys share the video, get a video like, and support the channel in any way you can. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. Like I said, we got a lot of people watching, but a lot of people not subscribing. Okay, Carter said, Philly, these people are having kids that are not technically U.S. citizens that can vote. People not relaxing. What is going on here? But I think if they have a kid on American soil, the kid is an American citizen.
Right.
Yeah, even if it's two, we keep using Venezuelan because it's they're in there is a lot of numbers. They have a lot of numbers in New York right now. So Venezuelan husband and wife, the wife get pregnant and have a kid tomorrow in New York City. The kid is a U.S. citizen because the kid was born.
They're like first generation.
Yeah, they're first generation U.S. citizen because they're born on American soil. That doesn't have nothing to do with their parents' status in the country. I mean, I'm not an immigration lawyer, but I would assume that's how it will work out because people, the higher ups, know that there's a possibility that when people come to somebody's country as a migrant or illegal immigrant or illegal alien, they got all these names they want me to call them, but I call them migrants because that's what the news and them call them. But they know that they know at the end of the day that some people, if they in the country long enough, they're gonna have kids. And then the people that are coming to these countries, I mean, coming from countries to coming to the U.S., they know that they have a better chance of staying in the U.S. if they have a kid on that soil. So they could be, planning to have a baby just to make sure they can lock themselves on that soil. Because it's a little easier to get your paperwork when you go in front of a judge and he like, okay, how'd you get here? And you tell your story. And then he be like, duh, duh, duh. Then you say, oh yeah, by the way, Judge, I have a 3-month-old daughter that was born here on American soil. And then that like throws everything off because they're not going to take a mom and dad or a mom away from their kid. See what I mean? It just doesn't look right to do that. So that's almost like a sure thing.
Well, when Obama was in office, he had a program called the DACA program. Mm-hmm. I don't know if y'all remember that or not. It was for people that came over here illegally. It was like a program, like they help you get on your feet, help you get citizenship and stuff like that. They had the DACA program. So,
yeah, I do remember that because Obama was like, if they already here, they might as well just pay money for them to stay here. Like they would charge them some kind of money or some kind of big fee. If that's what you're talking about. I remember that, but he deported a lot of people. He deported the most people on his watch. And a lot of people forget about that he deported so many people on his watch. They forget about that Obama was deporting a lot of people on his watch. He even deported, I mean, you can go back and Google and check it. He even deported his, he had a cousin here that was here illegally. And he deported her back to Kenya.
Oh, man.
Yo, it's public record, man. I wish I was making it up. This is public record. Lulu after party. Good morning, phillydom. In the chat. Yes, indeed, man. And this is my boy Amar that I'm talking to. He's definitely going to start doing some videos with me. We'll do actually a live video, another one, so they can see you eventually down the road. We'll set that up, man.
Oh, yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, set that up, man. You're a smart guy, man. A lot of people get mad when I call them migrants, but the news people call them migrants. I think that's just like a more cool term to say than to say illegal aliens or illegal immigrant. What do you think they should be called? Because people be trying to force my hand, but I'm like, yo, if you watch any news video with them talking about the situation, they call them migrants. They don't call them illegal immigrants or illegal aliens or this. What do you think is the right terminology? Because somebody was trying to break it down to me that, look, migrant means that this person comes from somewhere else, that comes somewhere else for work. Oh, somebody said we call them aliens.
Well, you know what? Let's see. Let me search the definition of a migrant because I want us to be politically correct.
Okay, so
with this,
Amar is gonna search the definition of what a migrant is. Yeah, because that's what the news is calling them. If you watch any social media outlets like the big news company shows, they call them migrants. Everybody's been calling them migrants, and then they get on me like, Philly, call them illegal immigrants. Call them you can call some
no, you can't ostracize.
Yeah,
that'd be ostracizing.
Yeah, asylum-seekers and all that.
People.
Yeah, call them asylum-seekers.
So the definition of a migrant is a person who moves from one place to another, especially in order to find work or better living conditions. So yeah, what's the problem?
Yeah, because that's actually what they're leaving where they from to find better work conditions. But to be honest with you, like, all right, I'll keep using Venezuela because they have numbers in New York City. And the reason why they come in because they're saying they're having political unrest in their country. And there's no opportunities there. But because of the political unrest, that's why they're coming to the U.S. But they're coming for a better life, to find a job opportunity. Because if a country like Haiti or Venezuela, if it's like, political unrest, it's hard for you to find a job to work because half of the time the country is shut down all the time. When I was in Haiti, and that's why I like, because, I'm a travel vlogger, everybody. I've been to these countries and I sit in these countries. And when I was in Haiti, they were having, when I was there, it was like some political unrest. It was always political unrest in Haiti. But one thing that stood out was they had some stuff that was going. Oh, they wanted the president out of there. The president that was assassinated, they wanted him out of office. This was like a year or two before a year and a half or a year before he got assassinated, and the whole country went on strike. So all the schools were closed. So no kids could go to schools. No kids could do this. A lot of businesses were closed. So I understand, like, why the Venezuelans come here. If they have any type of situation like they have in Haiti, you can't work, you can't take care of your family. So you have no choice but to leave that country and go somewhere for a better life. And then, Omar, I'm glad I got you on here, man, because a lot of people be mad. Some of them feel like they're mad at the migrants. I'm not mad at the migrants because
No,
they only allowed to do what we let them. Like in New York City, people get mad because how could I say this? They were staying at like one facility, and then they moved them to like tent city facilities and stuff like that. And some migrants got mad. They didn't want to go to the tent city facilities and different things like that. But they only go.
but
Yeah, I'll let you talk. Yeah.
no. Finish your thought. Finish your
I
thought.
forgot what I was gonna say. I'm thinking right now. You got it, and then I'll remember it after that.
Here's the thing: nobody can be mad at the migrants.
Uh-huh.
Be mad at your politicians. Your politicians is tired of hearing you complain.
Yeah.
So they're playing chess, not checkers. They're like, you know what? People keep complaining about this, that, and the third. They're giving us ultimatums. People are sitting out. They're not voting. Rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? Like, who wants to vote and they're not getting nothing for their vote? So, with that being said, they playing chess. Kamala Harris, her job was to look over the border. You know what I'm saying? I don't even believe she has even visited the border since she's been in office, and if she have, it's probably like in and out. You know, like a robbery. Like she was in and out.
Yeah, but it's not getting
these
televised.
migrants,
Yeah, she should be down there every day on the front line with the border patrol to see, what they can do with the situation.
right. So it's like at the end of the day, these migrants would be the new voters because the Democrats is playing chess. They know they're losing. You know it's bad when people want Trump back in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because Trump was public enemy number one in 2016, 2017. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was public enemy number one. But now people are realizing what they had. See, people don't realize what they got until it's gone.
Yeah, the grass ain't always green on the other side. What's the saying? The grass ain't always green on the other side.
Exactly. So they see that. So they like, you know what? We're going to give these people the best treatment ever. We're going to give them a place to stay. We're going to feed them. We're going to put money in their pockets. We're going to make sure they're good because they're going to remember all of the good deeds that we did for them.
Yes, they are.
So when we come with our proposal for them to vote blue, they're going to vote blue. Because, I mean, hell, who wouldn't? If somebody doing all this stuff for you, you're going to show your alliance and loyalty to people that did right by you. You know what I'm saying? So it's a chess move. So don't be mad at them.
And then, like, I keep using the Venezuelans as an example because it's a lot of Venezuelans in New York City. So you figured that they'll all vote the same way. All the Venezuelans will vote the same way. And I mean, it's a lot of them, man. It's a lot in the state. It's a lot in the States right now, man.
Yeah,
we're talking
you know
in the
saying?
millions.
So it's like,
we're talking in the millions, though.
Yeah, I'm not mad at these people. You know, at the end of the day, they coming over here. You know, they want a better life. Hey, if they want to be here, let them be here.
And
it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, and the situation is getting critical now because in New York City, the what you call, it's wintertime now. You know what I mean? And they're not used to the wintertime. A lot of them are just working under the table and stuff like that. When you work under the table, it's good. Not a lot of them, but some of them are working. Not a lot. Let me not say a lot, but some of them are working under the table. Doing like Uber Eats and working like in restaurants. Under the table and different things like that. Whatever type of jobs they can get, sell food, whatever they can do. But the situation with that is that it's going to take a while for them to get their working papers, man, and then their date in court. And I feel like this is going to bring up the crime and everything in New York City because some of them, they borrow money and stuff to travel. You need a little bit of money to travel, so they didn't leave their country on $0. If they had $200 in their pocket, they might have had to borrow. I mean, I'm saying 200 US, equivalent to 200 US. They might have had to borrow from some family members or some friends or some kind of loan shark back in their country. So they owe people.
Right.
They owe people, you know what I mean? And they still got family members and friends back in their country. So, I mean, they need the opportunity to be able to work. And it's real slow right now for them to be able to work legally. Because like they're doing the Uber Eats, that like blew my mind with the Uber Eats. They ride around with the scooters with no tags on there, and they're doing like Uber Eats. And I'm not trying to throw Uber Eats under the table because it's other apps that besides Uber Eats that they're working for as well.
Instacart,
Yeah,
DoorDash,
DoorDash, yeah,
GoPuffs.
yeah. It's other ones that they're working for as well, man. And I mean they trying their best to survive and everything like that. They came here believing in the American dream, but you got to work hard for this. It's not just going to come easy. Yes, in America, you can come here and be broke, and then you can build yourself up and become a millionaire or become very wealthy. Hold up, somebody said something. Let me see what they said. phillydom, make sure YouTube is paying for your advertisements. Okay, it's the second time now. YouTube ads or okay.
Yeah, you got ads on your live.
Okay, you see it. Okay, thank you, and thank you for the $10 super chat, man. Thank you so much, King. Got these. Okay, Tevin King. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. But the ads are coming up. You can see it coming up while you're watching it. You can see the ads coming up.
Yeah. One popped up like 3 minutes ago.
Okay. Yeah, man. So it's rough. It's rough on the migrants in New York. And then I said now they have this food shortage, man. And like I said, they helping the people. Like the food when they say the food shortage is basically in New York, you got like 1.8 million people there that have trouble eating every day. They have trouble finding food to eat every day. And out of that is like 600,000 of them are kids. And the situation with that is that now, like the banks, the food banks and the different places that they even have these refrigerators around the city that people put food in there. You can get, fruit, vegetables, whatever. What the situation is that since they have an influx of the migrants, that's sort of like taken away from the local people, from the local homeless people that would go to the pantry, that would go to the food banks and stuff like that. And then on top of that, the mayor had to make cuts because right now I think they they had what is it 1 point they had $1.45 billion in debt or $2 billion in debt, somewhere around there. They're in the billions, man. Everything we talking is in the billions. And since they in debt, it's causing a lot of problems. So the mayor had to do a lot of cuts with the police department. They're not taking no more cadets. They stopped their classes, for the new cadets to come, police officers go to the academy. They stopped that. And New York usually has a police force over what is it, 30,000, over 30,000 police officers in New York. But right now they're a little under that. And they said this has been like the lowest it's been in decades. So it's a lot going on in New York, and they cut down the fire department. They cut down the school funding. I think they took like $5 million out of the school. School. They cut down. Oh man, they did everything, man. It's cuts across the boards in New York, and it's a 5% for anybody. It's like I guess a city employee. Also with the sanitation, picking up the trash, the sanitation workers. It's a lot going on in New York, man. But the food thing, this is like over the top, man. It's like, what else could go wrong for New York, man? What else could go wrong from New York?
Well, your boy Bill Gates. He pretty much bought up all the farmland.
Okay.
So soon, people will be eating fake food. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, they're messing with the food and stuff, man. Like genetically modified foods and stuff. So yeah, man, this ain't the spot, bro.
Yeah.
You already know my stance on this. Passport. You already know my stance.
Yeah, you could tell them, you let them know. Yeah, my buddy said, yeah, if not, stuff ain't going right for you in this. Well, you can explain yourself. Just tell them what your philosophy is right now.
Man, look, my philosophy is stop complaining, stop crying. Nobody care about the tears, man. Like the rich is getting rich, the poor is going to continue to stay poor. The best thing you can do for yourself, if you really want freedom, like you say you want freedom, if you really want equality, like you say you want equality, get your passport, look for other places to go. Yes, I said it. Get your passport, look for other places to go, and start a new life. You know what I'm saying? Like, insanity is doing something over and over and over again and expecting a different result. So what are you going to do? Are you going to complain and die? Or are you going to do something about your life so you can live a prosperous life, live a life of tranquility, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like age gracefully and and transition peacefully. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand why we keep complaining about the same things that our grandparents have been complaining about for like the last 40 something years. Stuff is not getting any better here. These politicians look at us like hoes and they're the pimps.
Yeah.
And every time we run into the polls and voting for these people, man, they pimping us, man. It shows. Like those are your real gangsters. People talk about the brother with the pants hanging off his ass and stuff like that, gold teeth and stuff. They call them thugs. Nah, the real thugs is in that White House. Yeah. The real thugs wear suits. Yeah. Those are the real gangsters. You know what I'm saying? So it's time to do something different, y'all. Y'all can't keep complaining. Yes, is it messed up? Yeah, it's messed up. But guess what? Life ain't fair. What you gonna do about it?
Yeah, he's saying there's other options in other places if you feel like everything is not working right in the States. That goes out to my brothers and sisters in New Yorkers. And I travel a lot, and I've met New Yorkers everywhere. New Yorkers go everywhere. One thing about New York, man, New Yorkers are not scared to go anywhere to live, anywhere to travel. So my boy Morris saying, yeah, there's other options. There's other options for people. Shout out to
there's so many other places that would treat you great and would treat you with respect. One, we're American, man. People, they're gonna love you just for the simple fact that you're from America.
That's true indeed. That's true indeed. Yeah. Once again, guys, make sure you guys give the video a like, and I'm gonna take the time out right now. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Share my videos, share it with your enemies, share it with your friends, share it with your neighbors, share it with everybody. Let them know what's going on. My main focus is New York City, but I got my buddy here. He's in Arizona right now, so he gave some information about the Lukeville border that was closing. That's closed right now, but they're still processing. What he's telling me, they're still processing migrants that are coming in.
Yeah, they have no choice. They're here now. So
yeah. Somebody in the chat said, Pit Master C said, I'm a passport bro, so I know better. Brother.
Exactly.
Good. Yeah, it's a lot of options. Lulu, I made you a moderator. And she said, thank you. No problem, Lulu. Let me see. Ben Woody said, what they need to do is fix their own country problems, not give our countries problems. But in them countries, not to take their side or anything like that, but like I told you, I'm a traveler. I'm a vlogger. I do videos. I've been to a lot of countries. So I've been privileged to be in other countries. They don't have the same economy we have. They don't have the same power and stuff that we have. So what you saying is like kind of hard for them to do.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's why anytime you should know the desperateness of people. Anytime somebody takes a chance to leave their country with a book bag like they going to college and walk, and they're not all walking. People think they just walk. They get rides. They jump on trains. It's ways about this. Somebody will give you a ride on the highway a couple miles or 100 miles. So, but they walk the bulk of the ride. They walk it. But anybody willing to take that chance to come all the way to the U.S. for a better life, let you know lets you know what type of condition that country is in. That really lets you know the condition of that country. If it got that bad that they said, I'm gonna leave my house, I'm gonna leave whatever I have here, and I'm gonna walk to 11 or 12 countries to go to the U.S. And then people are like, well, how are they walking through these countries and some of them don't have passports? All they do is they rush the border, and that country, like, why should we let you in? They like, look, man, we ain't even trying to stay in your country. We just need to walk through your country because we going to the United States. So that's how they get through all the countries. And they just let them go through because they're like, our end game is not to sit in your country, bro. We need to make it to the U.S. We need to, get get to that American dream.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it's easy to criticize when you haven't walked a mile in these people's shoes. But, and for some, and for some of these people that's out here complaining and disrespecting these people, man, if you put their shoes on for a day, you'll take them off. They'll hurt your feet.
Yeah, because
so you gotta understand other people's perspective of life.
Yeah, because something turned them off that bad in that country that they willing to walk. And I don't even know the mile. I mean, I keep using Venezuela because of the numbers that they have in New York with the Venezuelans. But I mean, Amar, how many miles is that from Venezuela, from Caracas, Venezuela? Let's say Caracas, Venezuela. Oh man, let's say Caracas, Venezuela uh to the border. Anybody can check the mileage on that. Caracas, Venezuela to
let's see.
It's Caracas, Venezuela to let's say to Tucson border or what is it? To the Tucson, Nogales
yes,
border.
Tucson or Nogales.
Nogales border, yeah. That's got to be. I want to hear this.
Let's see. Hold on. I'm typing it
in. All right. Okay. I'm here. I'm gonna address one question. Maggie, you talking about the Chinese in Central America? Yeah. I have the privilege to go to El Salvador all the time. I have friends and stuff down there in El Salvador. Shout out to D and them. I do know that in Central America, I can speak for El Salvador, that the Chinese are there. They did a lot. They did a lot for. They doing stuff for El Salvador. So I think a lot of. I don't think a lot, but some Chinese are flying from China to El Salvador, and then from there making their way to the States.
Yo, Philly.
Yeah.
It won't even generate. On Google.
Yeah.
It's not generating for the directions. Like even when you put in like
the miles, then it's not even letting you know
the miles. It's not even. Yeah. That's serious, but that's serious, man. Like that means you going from like what? Panama, Costa Rica.
Colombia. You got to go through Venezuela. They go from Venezuela. They go into Colombia, and when they go into Colombia, they walk into the jungles of Colombia, which is the Darien Path, which is a dangerous place. Dangerous place. It's the only area right there that don't have highway. So you literally walking through a jungle, like literally walking through a jungle. Then from there you pop out in the Panama, and then you got to walk through Panama. Then from Panama you got to walk through Costa Rica. Then from Costa Rica you got to walk to Nicaragua. Then once you get to Nicaragua, you got to walk through El Salvador. Once you get to El Salvador, you got to walk to Guatemala. Then Guatemala puts you on the Mexican border. You got to deal with the Mexicans on that border. And then you get into Mexico. Then Mexico ain't no small country. So then you're going to have to walk through Mexico for a while. And once you get through Mexico, then you get accounted that border, like the Lukeville border or any of them borders along, was it Texas? Because I think only places in our country that have borders are what? Is it Texas? It's Texas, all of Texas, New Mexico. I don't hear them talking too much.
Arizona,
New
Cali.
Mexico. Yeah, the New Mexico border, Arizona and Cali. I never hear them talk too much about the New Mexico borders. I never hear them talk too much about it. I don't know why, but they never do.
Hey, Philly, Indians exposed investigations. Put a comment in the chat. Put it on the screen.
What happened? What'd you say?
So somebody by the name of Indians exposed investigations. Put a comment in the chat.
Yeah.
Put that comment on the screen.
Let me see. I
because
can't do
what
it
they
on this
said
one.
is real.
Let me
what
see.
they said is actually
I
real.
can pin it. I can pin it, but I can't put it on the screen on this one. Hold on, let me see. Because I'm not on StreamYard. I'm on the regular YouTube one. Let me see what they said. Some of you wouldn't be here if, hold on, let me see. That one, that comment right there.
Yeah.
If the Indians said go back home, be mindful, never forget. Yeah, that's 100% true. That's 100% true. They said that Indians said some of you wouldn't be here if the Indians said go back home. So be mindful, never forget that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I just think with the U.S., with the problem too with the U.S. too, and I don't know, people just don't address it. I don't know why they don't say it. Like, cause we get caught up in this political stuff with sanctuary city or sanctuary state. U.S. is big enough to take the influx of these migrants, but they all can't go to like New York, Chicago. They have to spread it across the whole country, especially like in the Midwest and and I said Central America, no, Central United States and places like that. And we could do it, but I mean, when you're putting all the pressure on New York City, Chicago, what is it? What else is going on? Columbus, Ohio. I mean, not Columbus, Ohio, but Columbus. I mean, Ohio, the state of Ohio, and a couple other places. It's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. Boston, Massachusetts, Vermont, Connecticut. Philly is a sanctuary city, but I don't know. This is like political, man, because it's not really no migrants in Philly. They brought a bus to Philly, and the migrants left. They didn't like Philly. They left.
I mean, look at places like North. Somebody said it in the chat. Pitmaster C said North Dakota. Yeah, look at North, South Dakota, Wyoming, Montana, Idaho. Those places, like, it is so much space for these migrants. To go to these states.
Yeah, man. The U.S. is big, man. I've traveled extensively through the United States. It's probably only like 4 or 5 states I haven't been through in the United States. Montana, what is it? Iowa, man, Montana, North Dakota,
Nebraska.
South Dakota, and Nebraska. After that, I've been everywhere else multiple times. Not one time, not twice, multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta ask yourself, why is that?
Yeah, and then they have Alaska. You know about the seafood jobs in Alaska? Alaska only has 300,000 people living there. On paper, that's what they say that are living there. They could fly them up to Alaska. It's a lot of job opportunities up there in Alaska. Now they're gonna have to compete with the cold, but it is a lot of job opportunities up there, and they do pay well. So we have places to put the people. I don't know why they just swamping places like New York City and stuff like that, which is crazy. New York City can't take no more, but they're still, as you said, at the Lukeville border. We using that as an example because that's the border that's closed. They still processing people. So these people going to end up going, like you say, either Los Angeles, Denver, Colorado is a sanctuary city. I mean, they're going to keep coming up there, man. It's going Nevada. Nevada's a sanctuary city.
I'm not sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't put them in Nevada.
Oh wow!
I mean, Vegas. I mean, outside of Vegas, I mean, there's other places they can go.
Yeah.
You know, like they're here now. I mean, you can't send these people back.
No, some gonna get back. Some will get sent back once they get their day in court. You know what I mean? But most of them are staying. Well, people don't understand. These people are here to stay, and then some of them they here and they just get. They not even gonna go to their court dates. They just gonna keep working under the table. They here already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're not even gonna go to see because they so scared if they go in front of a judge, they might get sent back. So they are. It's like letting a guy out on bail that did something really bad. He not gonna go to his court date because he know he could do jail time.
Right,
Some of them are not.
Like, nah, I'm good.
The thing was for them to make it here. They made it here. They can get with some people from their country that can help them get jobs. Maybe it not be like legal jobs, but under the table jobs. You can actually, some people who have actually survived in this country for years and years from working under the table. Like so you can survive here if you know the right people and the right connects. You can get jobs here and survive working under the table. So a lot of them going to be here for the long haul, and the longer they stay in the country, the more acclimated they're gonna get with it. The more they're gonna want to stay here, because the U.S. is a lot better far from a what do you call it, from a work standpoint than anything they have ever seen. I met guys that were in Haiti that I met in Tijuana that said their first real job was in Tijuana, Mexico, and these dudes were in their 40s. They had no real jobs when they were in Haiti. Let me see what she's saying.
Wow.
So these people are going to juice this to the end. Tevin King gave a $10 super chat. He said from Caracas, Venezuela to Tucson, Arizona is 15 to 18 days. Or on a bike, which is...
Yeah, on a bicycle.
Yeah, I see it. We say 114 kilometers. 5,000.
No,
5,114 kilometers.
Yeah.
So it's a nice little truck, man. Thank you, man. That's a nice little truck. Tavian King, thank you so much. That's a nice little truck, man. That's not around the corner, man. That is not around the corner. That's some serious traveling. We got 100 and something people watching. Make sure you all hit the like button. Hit the like button. Share the video. Support the channel.
Now, I will say this, man. This is going to be an easy slam dunk for Donald Trump, man.
Yeah,
this is because people mad about this. So all he got to say is, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna send their ass back. You know how he do.
No, he definitely gonna send some of them back. Some people were asking yesterday on the live. They asked me a lot of political questions, and some of these things get technical because Trump was he took a mugshot. You know what I mean? He took a mugshot, so they trying to get him for something, right? They like, since he might have a record. Yeah. Can he be president? Can he still be able to run for president?
Innocent until proven guilty. Innocent until proven guilty. Me personally, I don't think the charges will stick.
Yeah, and he got that. You're right, and he has that type of money that he can postpone the court case until after he gets out the White House.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? He got that type of money, man. Lawyers will keep finding ways to post. Gangsters do it all the time in the U.S. They got money. They supposed to go to jail. They end up pushing the trial date back for the court date like 3 to 4 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
he will win.
Yeah.
He will be the president, man.
Yeah.
2024. he will win the election. I can see it,
Yeah, because you got,
especially with this situation.
yeah, this is the only thing he has to focus on. Like, I'm gonna fix this migrant situation because this costs New York, this is costing Chicago, it's costing the whole United States. Like I said, anybody that pay taxes, this is affecting you. This is affecting you, like it or not. This is affecting you. You
It
can
is.
be in Alaska. You're not even mainland United States, but this is affecting you because now everybody taxes gonna have to go up because they got to pay for this. They got to pay for the cost of these migrants, and they got to get out of debt. And they pull money from the taxpayer. Me, you, everybody watching in the live. Like, this is serious, man.
Yep.
This is
No, it is
serious.
serious.
This is serious. Murphy said farmers are struggling, therefore our soils are suffering. No one works the farms because of the money. It's tight, but the new we say what but the new people need to start somewhere, and we need to what's it replenish the soil.
Replenish.
Yeah, replenish the soil to survive. So yeah, they definitely, I mean, the migrants, they're gonna take whatever they get, man. Like I said, like some of them have not worked a real job. That's why I talked about the Haitian guys ain't working a real job until they came to Tijuana and they was in their 40s. Like some of them have not worked real jobs back at home. All they want to do is work. All they want to do is work and make money. The reason why they came to the United States because they know you can make money here. You might not have a good social life. You might be a human slave working day and night. You know, one shift, get off that shift, and then go on to the next job and do that for like months at a time with like no days off. All they want to do is work. They just want to make money so they can take care of their family. And even if they don't have a family like that, just to put money in their pockets, because back in their country, they couldn't do that. So the migrants, they going, they willing to take any and every job. Like now, talk to them 6, 7 years of them living in the U.S. Their tune gonna change because they're gonna find out that if you ain't getting paid the right type of money per hour or salary wise, you just gonna be like a mouse on a treadmill just running, and you ain't really getting nothing done because everything, you know what I mean. The situation is not,
Matrix.
yeah, it's not working for you. So they're gonna figure it out. But I mean, the first 4 or 5 years they're gonna take whatever they can get, and then a lot of them are not educated like that. So I mean, you got to know the language. When I mean educated, I ain't saying they stupid. They might have been smart in their country or whatever, but for you to get a good job in the U.S., you do need English. Some jobs they do say you need Spanish, but you got to have different things to be able to work in these different countries. So the
Hmm.
situation is really different.
Now I mean,
Uh-huh.
we will see. I feel like I said, I feel like
Hmm.
2024 is going to be a very. It's already intense over here. You can cut the tension with a knife, but I
Yeah,
think,
2024 is going to be a big year. I think it's going to be a
yeah,
big election, like when Obama his first, in 2000, was it 2008 or 2009? Was
yeah,
it
2008.
Yeah, when he first won, like when he was like, running for president, I think that's how it's gonna be for this election, man, because people are like really fed up. They're like really, really, really fed up.
Oh, it's showing.
Yeah, really,
It's
really,
showing.
really fed up. So man, there's a lot going on in the world, but that the migrant one, whatever candidate focuses on the migrant situation, because this is like people they can't understand how like they can't close the borders because they do a lot of business back and forth with Mexico, and a lot of other companies bring their supplies and stuff into the US through Mexico because I guess it's cheaper to bring it to their docks and then have somebody drive it in than to bring it straight into the US. So it's a lot, it's a lot of different things with the then a lot of people, travel back and forth through that border. So they can't close it down completely. I don't know why I don't know, but and another thing, see, I'm glad I lived in Tijuana, Mexico. I understand what they're saying because when they used to have the Haitians come through and the other migrants trying to come into this, they used to all sit at the border and they pile up like they doing down in Texas, right? I mean, how they doing in Arizona in your state right now. So they have to take care of them. So now, not only the border patrol have to worry about like gangs and drugs and all sorts of other stuff that could happen to the U.S. Now they got to sit there and worry about the migrants too, because you don't want to have 10,000 of them at your border because now that's holding up traffic for people that need to go back and forth. So, man, it's like a catch-22, man. It's a catch-22. And they can't close all the borders. They can't close them. They can't close all of them, man. It's just too much. It's too much stuff going between them. I think the only time in my life that I know that the border was closed, and that was 9/11, and I think they just closed it. 9/11, I think they closed it just for like I think they closed it for like a day, like 24 hours or something. It might have been 24 hours. I got to check the history books. It's been so long ago, but when they had 9/11, they closed it for like a day. The border was closed for like a day. All our borders were closed for like a day. And then it was as business as usual. They opened them back up.
Well, I'm the other day you had Black Hawk.
Yeah, Black Hawk. Shout out to Black Hawk. Yonkers native.
He said something interesting. He said he felt like some of these migrants are going to be soldiers, martial law soldiers.
I mean,
I just thought about it. I think because people aren't signing up for the military anymore, because let's be real, like nobody is signing up for like the military. It's bad. Like they're pleading and begging people to join.
Well, maybe they have
some type of
maybe they have to do man, there's a couple ways they can do it. Maybe they got to stop with their I know some people didn't want to take the jab. I know that's the reason, because you got to take that to get in the U.S. military now, right? The jab, right?
I don't know, Philly.
Maybe they got to give them
I just know
a bonus.
He ain't signing up.
They got to give them a bonus. Well, they need to give them like a signing bonus, like $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 signing bonus, something that will allure them to want to sign up. You know what I mean?
I mean, because people focusing on the migrant situation, and I get it, I understand.
Yeah.
But you guys do know we still got beef with Russia, and we got major beef with China because of Taiwan.
Yeah.
And we got major beef with Russia because we're helping Putin's op, which is Ukraine.
Yeah.
We've been giving them guns. We let the president come over here and speak at the White House. So y'all tripping on migrants being over here. What you need to be tripping about
is other stuff that's going
is
on.
the beefs that we got right now. Because we're literally on the verge of war right now. I don't give a damn about these migrants. I care about if bombs is going to be dropped.
Yeah, on the country. Yeah, but I think they know that. So maybe they trying to strengthen the military. I mean, what's the number? What's our military number right now?
Let's see.
Total military, Marines, Air Force, all of them. How much do we usually have, and how much do we have right now?
Let's see.
Somebody said, "Don't go to war." Susan said, "Don't go to war and leave us with the migrants." They be going in. They be going in, yo. They be going in. They be going in. And then I'm gonna keep it real with you too, man. A quick way for them to get citizenship is to go into the U.S. military. But for you to go in the U.S. military,
that was my point.
Don't you need what's the requirements to go in the U.S. military? Because I'm glad you're on here, because I always need somebody like to fact check it. Because some people, I thought you need
all you have to do is pass the test.
No, but don't you need at least a green card? You need at least a green card. Or do you need a U.S. citizenship to be in the U.S. military? I'm almost sure you need U.S. citizenship.
Let's see.
What are the requirements? Do you need to be a U.S. citizen, a naturalized citizen. You can't get in with a green card because a green card you're a legal alien or a legal resident in the U.S. But you can't vote for president or none of that. You can't vote in none of the elections or anything. Green card holders don't vote. You know that, right? They can't vote for president. They can't vote for anything. They can work here. I think they can go to school here.
You have to be a U.S. citizen and be 17 or 35.
Yeah, which I knew that, man.
Pass the score test.
That's what I mean. But
U.S. citizen. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait. Hold up. Mm-hmm. Hold up. A U.S. citizen or permanent resident with a valid green card.
Okay, so you can be a green card holder. Wow. So they'll let you in the U.S. military, but you can't vote.
I'm telling you, this is a chess move,
this is
man.
Crazy, bro. So to be a green card holder is not that hard. I mean, it is hard. Let me not say it's, but you can do that with pretty quickly. And if they had any form of training back in their country, like if they can speak English and they can pass the test, oh wow!
I'm telling you, this is happening for a reason.
Yeah, and it's
I think Black Hawk is on to something. I think he may have been a little bit off, just a tad bit. But
no, it's some kind of
he's not off.
It's some kind of agenda, because even if you look, and we go back to the migrant situation with the migrants, and you can Google it, man. Because I'm glad you're right there, because you're good with information. Google what a migrant does for a country. Google what it does. See what it tells you. What the migrants bring to what they bring to the table when they come to a country. Google what they do. Just say, what does migrants bring? What kind of help does migrants bring to a country when migrants come to a country? And look what it says. And I want everybody in the chat to hear this. Once again, make sure you guys hit the like button. Black Hawk is another YouTuber, man, out of New York City, man. He makes a lot of controversial videos, man. Check out his channel. Black Hawk, Yonkers native. Black Hawk, Yonkers native. You checking it now?
Hold on, Philly. Yeah, hold on.
I'm checking it right now. And let me show you guys my book for a second. I forgot, man. Everybody get mad at me. This is my book. It's on Amazon. Hold on. This is my book. It's on Amazon. If you want to know about phillydom, life, my truths, what's going on with me, as far as me traveling to different countries, this is it right here. It'll tell you about me. It's definitely worth getting, man. Real entertaining book. A lot of knowledge. A lot of travel knowledge. Here it go right here. Phillydom's Life and Truth. Go get the book. I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it.
Well, based on givencompass.org, it says, reality, immigrants change culture for the better by introducing new ideas, expertise, customs, and arts.
Yeah.
But I think ultimately some of these migrants is going to join.
No, they will. I mean, that's a fast,
some type of branch.
That's a fast track to success in the U.S. It's a fast track. You know what I mean? You get in the military.
Yeah.
You got a place to stay, so now you ain't got to worry about where you gonna put your head at night. You know what I mean? Now you got a place to stay. You got food to eat. We got
too much beef right now.
You got food to eat, but a lot of them not gonna realize that. They're not gonna realize that because they're new to the country, so they still understanding the politics and everything like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm nervous about. You know, I don't care. I really don't care too much about the migrants being here. Mm-hmm. It's the beef that we have.
Yeah,
right now.
But I mean, that's a part of being. It's a part of being the U.S. U.S. has always been in. It's always been in beef. Paulie said they have the Venezuelan gangsters here too. Yeah, some of them going to turn to a life of crime. They basically saying some of the migrants going to turn to a life of crime. Yeah, because the money's there. You tell somebody they can make, I don't know, let's throw up a funny number, $10,000 a week clean. I mean, it's gonna really be hard to convince them when they've been sleeping in shelters and stuff been going bad for them, and they got family that's suffering and stuff, and they got to send money back to Mom Dukes back in the country where they from, and they can't tell Mom Dukes that they ain't on their feet yet. I mean, people gonna take chances and do different things. Big Hawk was
Yeah.
also talking about because he works at Bryant Park in New York City, which is a nice laid back park with a ice skating ring, big Christmas tree up down there, a bunch of shops. You can get coffee, you can get beer, you can get liquor, you can get food to eat, a meal there and everything. People play chess in the park, it's all artsy and ritzy type place. And he said some migrants were stealing from one of the stores and they had to grab them the other
Mm,
day. He grabbed them the other day and his buddy is Puerto Rican, so he talked with them and asked them why they were stealing. And they just like basically they was in a struggle. They didn't really have nothing, so they trying to get something. So yeah, there's always gonna be the ones that's gonna take that crime route. Monica said they have Haitian gangs here, Zopound, Zombie,
yeah.
Boys. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do, man. Every
Yeah.
every country when they come to the states have their people that are into gangs and everything. It doesn't matter if they Jamaican, Haitian, Venezuelan, El
Right.
Salvadorian, from France. It doesn't matter, man. They all have their
We got
yeah,
MS-13
and
here, Sereno 13.
yeah,
We got the Mexican
it's a
Mafia.
lot. Yeah, that's always gonna be.
Yeah.
There's always gonna be a percentage of people that's gonna do that. It's always gonna be a percentage. Now, what scared me, man, I wish he was on this live with us the other day, man. And we were talking about the migrants, and that's when I was on StreamYard. I should have did StreamYard. I'm gonna do StreamYard tomorrow. I was on the StreamYard live, and we were talking about Venezuela and everything. And it was a Venezuelan that was on there. He'd been in the country for 20 years. He has like a Michael, what is it? He's a computer science degree or something. He lives in Minnesota. And he was telling, and he said, "Can he come on the live so he can talk about what's going on?" And he was telling us that he lives in Minnesota and he had to fly to Mexico City. I guess he's trying to keep updating his Venezuelan passport. He went to renew his Venezuelan passport, and he said when he went to go renew it, he had met a whole bunch of Venezuelan guys just hanging out. And he's like, "Oh, what are you guys doing here?" They said, "Yo, we on our way to the states. We migrants. We on our way to the states." So he asked where the guys were from in Venezuela. They from Caracas, like the Caracas area, but where they from, man, the guy said the people there are gangsters, and he said they're gangsters. They don't work like that. He was like, he was basically telling us like these are not the good Venezuelans. He said they didn't do much in their country, even if it was our job opportunities. They're more into getting what they can get without doing anything. So he was basically telling us that some of the migrants that were coming from Venezuela were weren't good people. And this was a Venezuelan telling us. I couldn't believe that. He was saying because he knew the area where these guys were coming from that he talked to in Mexico City. So he was like, got to keep that in mind. Yeah, so that just reiterates some of them will get involved in crime and stuff like that. That's a part of
Well,
life,
of
man.
course.
Yeah, that's a part of life. It's just gonna happen.
I mean, they
Yeah.
can go to prison and work for 2 cents a day.
Yeah, and then they'll definitely get
Because
deported back. Then they'll definitely get deported back to their country. We keep using Venezuela because it's a such an influx of Venezuelans, especially here in New York City and stuff like that. So that's why we use them as examples because they have a strong community here. They said that really soon that New York will have its first Caracas community, like a little Caracas. They always have from people from different countries, like little Tokyo. So they were saying little Caracas that eventually when they settle in, it'll be a bunch of migrants from Venezuela will settle in one part of New York City, and they'll call it like Little Caracas and stuff. And I'm betting it's gonna be in Queens, man, because they got Queens on lock, man. It's a lot of Venezuelans in Queens, but I mean to keep it 100% with you guys, they're not just from Venezuela. They're from China. They're from Ukraine. They're from Haiti. They're from Colombia. They're from I met people migrants from Peru, Nicaragua. They're coming from a whole bunch of countries, maybe like 160 countries. But we've been talking about that food situation, that food crisis situation is a really, 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 really touchy subject, man. You got any last words about the
Right.
food situation? What you think they can do to offset this food crisis in New York with the migrants?
Oh man.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Honestly,
Yeah.
man, no. You good, man. Honestly, I really don't know when it comes to that. I mean, like I said, Bill Gates have bought so much farmland, and the FDA has approved of genetically modified foods,
Uh,
which is fake, like clone meats and stuff like that.
okay.
So when it comes to the food here, I hate to say it, but we don't even have the best food anyway.
Yeah, that's true. But no, they saying
You
now,
know,
yeah, but they just saying that in New York City they have a food shortage because the food that they would be giving to the homeless, they got to share with the migrants too now. And then with the cuts, with the with the mayor making all these cuts, the programs where they was getting their food from, they gonna still be getting food, but it's gonna be a lot less than they will be getting.
yeah, I'm looking at the comments now.
Yeah,
People, they're agreeing with what I said. Somebody wrote, um, hold on. They're coming in so fast. Let's see.
I
Somebody
know.
said, yep, Indians exposed investigation said, yep, GMO is why farmers are paid to not farm.
Wow, wow.
Yeah. So at this point, I don't know, man. I
Yeah,
can't really pinpoint how to fix this situation.
'cause-
But I mean, this is going to affect eventually everybody in the United States
yeah,
because there is a food crisis.
yeah.
Yeah, I
This.
saw something on the news the other day about rice.
What did they say
That
about the rice?
rice, that we're running out of rice.
Wow, how's that possible?
Yeah, man, I don't know, but they said they're about to hijack the price on rice. That we'll have to get our supply of rice from, I believe, like the Middle East or India.
Because we not growing it
Um,
here in the states like that.
I'm guessing so, man. I gotta find a news article and send it to you. But from what they said, the United States will have to partner up with another country, and I believe that country was like India to get the
Wow.
rice. To get rice,
Because
we're
our
running
rice
out of
is
rice, and rice
wow.
is like the number one thing we
Yeah, you eat it with
consume.
everything. Yeah, you eat it with everything. Chicken and rice, pork and rice, fish and rice, lamb and rice. Everything is with rice. Every culture uses it. If you African American, if you're white American, if you're whatever you want to be, Asian American, whatever, we all eat rice.
Yeah, somebody put, bro, we ain't doing anything in the U.S. anymore. Everything is from other countries. Yep,
Wow, yeah, that's true.
yep.
Wow, wow, wow.
Somebody said they're predicting food desert in many places.
Yeah, man, the struggle is real, man. The struggle is real, man. The food
Then
situation.
somebody said
Uh,
food wars, hunger wars are here.
yeah,
Yeah,
Al said that, and then Paulie said we have to get back Trump. Yeah, man, it's a big situation. Oh,
we
and
do
then
waste a lot of
yeah,
food.
we do,
Yeah,
we
we
do,
do, Susan.
we do,
We
Susan,
do.
we do, 100% we do.
I see it firsthand.
Yeah, we
Like,
do. We
I
waste.
live right beside the Little Caesars, man. They throw all that pizza away, man.
That's crazy, man. And then you got people in places like Belize and Haiti, India. Oh man, whole bunch of Sudan, whole bunch of different countries that be struggling, man. That's crazy, man.
Yep.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, man, guys, I wanted to address you guys today about the food, you know, shortage in New York City and everything. And I'm glad my boy Amar came on the line, man. You've been on here a long time with me too, man. I'm about to end it now
Oh
because
yeah.
we got like it's right here. It's 3:40 on the East Coast of the United States.
Yeah, it's 143.
And we got
Oh yeah.
we got 118 people watching. That's what's up, man. Thank you guys, man, for tuning in. Susie says, train now to stop here first. Wow. Susan, thank you so much. Ben Woody said the Amish people will get by
Just fine.
just
Yeah, they
fine.
will.
Yeah, because they grow their own food. They grow their own food and everything. Amish people, they do their thing. They grow their own food and everything, man. They grow their own food. They do everything they have to do. Man, once again, guys, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share this video and make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Oh man. Albo, was it I guess called Nicholas said keep the content up. Thank you, man. I will. Man. So that's it for now, man. But if you want to check out more information about the food shortage, check out what's his name? Cash Jordan, man. He's doing some good videos in New York City regarding the migrant situation and other different struggles in New York City. So shout out to Cash Jordan. Check out his channel as well. Paulie said, I love the Amish chicken. It's the best. It is the best. I ain't lying. Because, I grew up in Philly. So, Philadelphia, big Amish community. So, we know a lot about the Amish. We know a lot about them. We know a lot about them, man. But that's it for now, guys. We're going to get off. Marcy M said the Amish have hiked up the prices on the food, too. Yeah, it used to be cheap back in the day, but even the Amish catching on. Paulie said, I just moved to Amish country. Where you at? Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Lebanon. Where else is that? Where you at? Where you at? Millersville. Where you at? Where you at? Paulie said, good night, man. Yeah, good night to everybody, man. More of these videos will come, and we'll keep talking. Here's my book once again. It's on Amazon. Let's type in phillydom on Amazon, and my books will pop up. But get this one, man. It's Phillydom's Life and Truth. I talk about a lot of different things, man. Get this one right here, Philly Dom's Life and Truth. And talk to you guys next time. And more and more videos will come from the one and only Philly Dom. God bless you guys. Thank you for coming out. Have a good night.